Hello, I am really close to finishing my wonderful ebook. This has been a long time coming. You will see probably in the next few weeks a lot of different information and things about the book that I'll be sharing with, on my lives or sharing it in Periscope or Instagram or anything like that. But this has been a really interesting journey. So I've been an esthetician coming upon 15 years, and I've had a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of mismanagement of funds. I've had a lot of things that have really made me think about just business in general for estheticians. This is something that we never really talk about. We're not encouraged to look at the business side. We're encouraged to, get a niche, find what we do well and do it better. Find what we enjoy, market what we love. We're always encouraged to do that, but we never really have a handle on finances and business. And unfortunately for me, that meant personal debt. That meant I had to require help from my family. That meant that I had to, do things that propelled me to get where I am now, but looking back, I should have done differently. I did not have to have a full setup and then open a business with 0 clients. I could have done a lot of different things, but the reason I'm coming to you guys and really going to start doing a little bit more blogs on this is because I truly feel that when we become a business owner, we have high expectations on what we want, but we don't know really how to get there. There's no game plan. There's no, recipe. There's no reference for us to look at. And I'm hoping that my book really gives you the understanding and the importance of understanding, you have clients that give you money. What do you do with the money? How do you allocate for your living expenses? How do you decide how much you're going to make every day when you have 10 clients? I mean, all of these things that we don't really think about. All we want to do is get as much experience as we can when we get our license. And then we want to say, I'm going to own a business. I'm going to get, make my own money. I'm going to command what I make. I'm going to ask for it. I'm going to get this hourly. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. What if you don't get it? What does it look like when you don't get it? What does it look like when you are trying to figure out if this is what you want to do for a career? My timeline, and I actually have a timeline. I wrote this timeline actually before I started really writing my book, and just looking at from the time I graduated all the way to now, all of the moves that I've made in aesthetics have been extremely profitable. But on the flip side, I sacrificed a lot. My personal credit was sacrificed for years because I did not understand I could get business credit and not even affect my personal credit. Those kinds of things are things that I'm hoping that we start engaging in more dialogue for. I think that it's something that needs to really be said. If you do work for someone and you get that experience, which I think is phenomenal. I always encourage estheticians, whenever you graduate from school, work for someone for a year. Get that knowledge from someone else. Understand how to turn your room over, how to rebook, how to sell products, how to talk to people. Get that workflow. Just like an internship, like any other job, you go and you work for low cost, but you're doing that to, build your experience. Do that for a year or two. But once you decide to go on your own, it's a different ballgame because you really have to understand the game. We want to have certain facades. We want people to come into our place of business and think that it's just gorgeous and they want to stay. And we want to paint this image of the untruth. When you start a business and you have no clients, you have no income. When you start a business, you don't know when you're going to get income for your living expenses. I did not pay myself until I was in year 10. I, allocated money, I pulled money, but I never really had a system of having money for myself that was outside of the business. It took me a long time and a lot of disappointments, a lot of desperation. I did things that were not in the right business way. it's been an incredible journey. I tell everyone, if you have what is it that you want to command? How much money do you want to make an hour? How much do you want to make a day? And everyone always comes out with this high number, but there is no real plan to get to that number. I started paying myself very low daily because I knew I had enough clientele to cover that low rate. So as I moved through the years of being a business owner, I moved that number up, and now that number is extremely high. But I was realistic. So I'm hoping that, this candid little conversation just gets you to kind of start thinking about how you look at money. Do you pay yourself on a regular basis? If you do, is it something that you can increase? Are you looking at, paying yourself on paper so that you get contributes to your Social Security, to your disability? Do you have a 401k? Do you understand all of that and how that works? Do you pay for your benefits? Do you have a benefits package? All of those things are things we in our industry do not have a conversation about. We do not talk about those things. And I'm just hoping that I'm bringing a different spin on this extremely profitable business and career, but just with some truths that, you got to know what you want. You got to be, really specific with your money issues. If you have them, they will be even bigger in your business. It's been a lot of eye-opening things for me, but I'm excited. My book should be out here in a few weeks, so you guys should be, getting that information. But you're going to see that there's some things that we really just don't talk about, and it's almost taboo in our industry. But I'm giving you the truth, so everything that's happened to me. You've seen it. You're going to see it. It's very clear. And it's very painful to read or watch. If you're reading it and then you play your own situation with money back into your head, and to watch that and understand how our emotions can definitely change the way we decide to do things or decide to buy things. When you take a step back and actually look at how you look at money, how you spend money, it becomes very apparent. So that's really what I want to, bring to you guys. I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to actually read it. All right, guys. Bye.